Peace and balance, Libra. Welcome to your February 2021 reading. This reading is going to be for all of my Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venuses. So if your Libra land in any of this placement, in this reading is going to be for you. Now, I'm going to start off with your personal reading, then I'm going to jump into your love, then business reading. Now, for your personal reading, let's get into it. My Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venuses. I see the main reason why. I feel some tension. So let's see. Oh, my Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venuses. Tension. Okay. All right. Now we got the uncharted sea, beyond the ordinary, wishing upon a star, a tall tale, let it go, a grand symphony, and then great big love. All right. Now, with the first card, we got number 46 on it. 4 represent thoughts, and then 6 represent the center stage, attention, joining of 2 energy to create 1. So some maybe you talked to somebody, or you connected with somebody, or you met with somebody, and they put you in this space of thinking too much, or you're just thinking too much about how you're seen, or how people see you, how you see yourself. You must be thinking about, like, you know, maybe if you're an artist and you have to perform, you know, you're thinking about that. Maybe you got a gig to perform and you're thinking about that. Either way, you're thinking a lot about something that has that takes a lot of your attention, or somebody's looking at you as somebody who thinks a lot. You know, somebody is looking at you this way. But altogether, I feel like the tension that I get is your emotion. Your emotion may be like a little like wavy, like in a way. And I feel like you're on this journey to self-discovery and to self-healing, you know, especially when it comes to your heart and your emotion. And it's been kind of hard, you know, because you feel alone on that journey. You don't have anybody nobody there to enjoy the journey with you, especially when it comes to your emotion. You may want a relationship, but you don't know how to go about it because you have so much on your heart that you need to release. Either way, you're on this journey. You may need to let go of something, remove yourself from a certain space that you're in right now, and it can be emotionally, mentally, and physically. I'm getting more so in an emotional space that you're in that is not healthy for you. I'm also getting you needing to be an individual more in order for you to find yourself. You don't need anybody around you. You only need yourself, you know, and whoever comes in your life has to match you to an extent in order for things to run smoothly. Because if you're around people that don't match your energy, you're going to be constantly frustrated and wondering why, wondering how, you know. So you don't want to put yourself in that space. You don't need friends. You don't need people constantly around you. Choose your circle carefully. Choose who you're around. Choose who you tell your stuff to, because not everybody is worthy of your secret. Not everybody is worthy of a certain part of you, you know. So you have to know your worth, know who you are, and know what you are willing to give or not, you know. Don't just let anybody have access to you, or access to a certain part of you, okay. Also choose your direction carefully, you know. Ask yourself where you want to go and take yourself there, you know. Embrace the journey. And then with the other card, again, like you in deep thought about something, your emotion, you know, you may be thinking a lot about your emotion right now. Maybe somebody put you in this emotional space, you know. Maybe you had an experience that put you in this emotional space. Now you're thinking a lot about it, you know. Just don't have any kind of unhealthy thoughts, because you don't want it attached to you. Try to think positive. I know it's hard, but like, you know, I know we hear a lot of time, oh, you have to stay positive, you have to stay positive. positive, and it may be annoying to some of you guys. Like, oh well, I'm always trying to be positive, but when you talk like that, like, it's not healthy for you, because it's not really about being positive just because, like, oh, you know, being positive, you know, it's the energy that you bring for in your space, you know, allowing that energy to bathe, to wash you, wash anything unhealthy within you, wash anything, you know, like, and protect your aura, protect your space with that energy, you know, so you can attract more of that, you know. Because the more you keep thinking negative, the more you're gonna keep attracting that, the more you're gonna keep putting yourself in situation where you feel that way. So try to clear your mind. If you can meditate, even do that, you know, but try to clear your mind and, you know, think healthily. Don't think too negatively. And as far as your emotion, it's okay to be sad, it's okay to have your emotional fun, but don't get too lost into it. Learn how to let go of things. Learn how to let go of certain situations, because if you think about it anyways, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, because 2 years from now you'll be in a different space and you will look back at this time, you know, last time you were in a certain space, you didn't know you were going to be where you're at right now, you know. Remember that bullshit experience that you've had that you never want to experience again. Remember that time you had it and where you are now, you know, like, things change happens, you know, time evolves, time grows, you know, things keep moving forward, you know. You don't want to be left back as time move forward. You want to move forward with time so you can attract situations that are more in your favor, that are more for you, you know. Just be willing to learn from any experiences that you're having. Don't try to blame other people too much, you know. Trying to look at where you were wrong and you know, do your part to be the better person you need to be, you know, and that's your own way, because not everybody's the same. So always remember that. And then with the other card, we have something in your environment. You're experiencing something in your environment, you know, and you may want something to go a certain way, so you're in this hopeful space. You probably just feel like, I hope something happen, I hope something go the way I want, I hope this happen, I hope this, you know. You're hoping something go in your favor, you hope something doesn't happen, you know. But it's something in your environment. Let's see. Yeah, something in your environment is taking place, you know. You're having some kind of experience in your environment that may be putting you in different type of emotion, different type of mood, you know. But you need to go within, you need to be balanced, you know. You need to go within, look within, and try to stay as balanced as you can. Don't allow anybody bullshit in your environment to affect your inner peace, you know. So that's what I got with that card. And then with the other card, right, something again in your environment is putting you in this emotional space, man, like, and you're gonna keep experiencing that because you need to bring that into something in your environment, you know. I'm also getting like you taking control over your life, you know. You don't allow anybody to control you or trying to tell you what to do every time or all the time or most of the time. You have your own mind, make your own choices, make your own decision, because we're all in different journeys, you know. So you have to listen to your intuition so you can go the journey you are meant to go to, you know. You're putting a lot of time into something in your environment. You're putting a lot of time into feeling the way you're feeling about something that happened in your environment, you know. You need to let that shit go, you know, like, let that shit go, you know, let it go, you know. That's what I'm getting heavily, like, let it go, you know. Like, you may need to stop lying. You may be lying a lot, or you may need to use some kind of white lie in order for you to get away with something, or you may need to stop lying too much about something, you know. Either way, you know, only you know, you know. Stop living a lie. Also know who you are, you know. Stop you know, like, look more around you and like look more at your actions and your reaction to things, you know, and find yourself, man. I feel like some of you guys have lost yourself, you know. You may be thinking too much, so you get lost in your thoughts, you know. And you need to like look at the environment you in. Nothing is making, are you growing the way you're supposed to in the environment you are? And what are you doing, you know? What do you need to do differently in order for you to achieve more success in your life, you know? Because I don't feel like you're you're experiencing better things in the environment that you're in. So you need to reassess things, you know, and start to look at the pattern of, you know, your action and reaction to things, people action and reaction to things, and how it's influencing you and how it's affecting you, you know, and see where you are coming short at, you know, seeing where you're going wrong at, and fix it. You know, start being part of the solution instead of being part of the problem, and stop allowing people to be part of your problem, and, you know, be more around people that are part of the solution, you know, part of people that are going to actually help you grow in a positive manner, you know, not people that are going to push you down, you know, stamp on you, you know, like just be, you know, do unnecessary shit just to push you in a low vibrational space, and you keep allowing them to do that over and over and over again, and you keep wondering why things are happening in your life. You know, start being around people like that, because you're actually embodying their energy, and you start to act like that in certain area of your life towards certain people, you know. So watch who you're around. And then with this card, right, somebody else is putting you in a certain thought about in a thought about something, you know, somebody else, you know, and it's like, or you may be thinking about somebody is either thinking about you, or you thinking about somebody. And, you know, also you may need to let go of something in order for you to attract that person that you, not even the person that you want, the person that is meant for you, you know. Because if you focus on somebody and they're not for you, you're blocking yourself from receiving and allowing somebody that is for you into your space, you know. So again, like, you need to let go of somebody, you need to let go of something. Either way, you need to let go of something in order for you to experience something better, you know, to attract something better, you know, because the knot is tied and you need to untie your knot. Maybe somebody untied the knot in one end and you need to untie the knot on your end, or you already untied the knot on your end, but somebody else needs to untie the knot on their end in order for both of you to fully be free, you know. But this is something that has a lot of your attention. Either you somebody has your attention, or you have somebody attention, you know. Somebody may be thinking a lot about you, or you may be thinking a lot about somebody. Or some of you guys may be getting married. You may get proposed, you know. You may you may propose to somebody. You're thinking about proposing to somebody, or you may get proposed, or you may get married soon. Either way. And then with the Great Symphony, somebody else, you probably waiting on somebody to text you or to message you on something that's really important, or you may need to message somebody about something important. And it's an experience that needs to be had, something that will bring about more enlightenment. But it's like somebody either, you know, just, you know, pay attention to the people you communicate with around this time, and what you say to other people, because there's a message behind that's going to enlighten you more on a certain situation, you know. So be more attentive. Also, some of you guys may be into music. You may need to get back into that, you know. You may need to start singing and expressing yourself, you know, being around trees, being around plants. You may need to have some plants around you. You may need to listen to some music, you know. Maybe listening to music, you're going to gain this message, you know, however that resonates with you. And then we have great big love, right? And it's somebody else is, again, like, somebody may have your attention. Somebody may, you know, you may want somebody's attention, or you may have somebody's attention, or somebody may have your attention, you know. Either way, you know, you may be focused on somebody, may be focused on building a solid foundation with somebody, or a solid relationship with somebody. Or it's somebody that you love, like you really love, but they don't know, and you may need to tell them that. Or it's somebody that loves you and they're about to tell you that they love you, you know. Or, you know, they need to do that in order for you to feel like, you know, you can move forward further with them, you know. Because Libra, you deal with balance, you know, value and love. So it's really strong for you, and you are willing to care for the people, you know. You're willing to do a lot for the people you care about. You can be quite loyal, you know. So you like to, like, I mean, not even like, I'm not sure, it depends on the person, but I feel like it's better for you to see what somebody has to offer you, because you already know who the type of person you are. You already know your heart, you know? So you should know what you have to offer, and somebody's not putting in the effort to actually show you, yeah, I do want to invest in you. I do want you seriously. Because if you really want something, you will go for it full force, you know? And whether you get it or not, you know, at least you put in the effort to get it, you know? So like, if you know what you have to offer, you know, then you know who you are, you know, and your values and things like that. And if somebody's not putting in the effort to want you the way that they say they want you, then you don't need to invest any further, because, you know, something may happen along the line where, you know, they may, you know, their attention may go towards somebody else or towards something else, you know, or more than you. So you need to really pay attention to other people's action and just not jump too much, because I know, you know, as a Libra, we can get some Libra, you know, can get attached easily. So it's, you know, it's in order for you not to be heartbroken or to not experience anything worse, you know, anything bad when it comes to relationship or to come to love, make sure you wait things out. You know, look at people's action, look at the way they act, look at the way what they do, you know, even if you're able to do something, you know, because look, I'm a Libra Venus, and it's like, not just because of the way I was raised, but like, if I care with somebody, I'm gonna act like a wife. That's just how that's kind of how I am, you know, like I can't change that by myself. You know, if I really care about somebody, I'm going to invest a lot into them, you know, in what I have to offer, you know. So if you're like that and you're doing that for the wrong person, you know, like they don't deserve that, man. They don't deserve that at all. So you have to, you know, put a lot of time into like getting to know this person, seeing if they really want you or not before you invest fully, because, you know, not everybody deserves you. Not everybody deserves what you have to offer, you know. Not everybody deserves your love and your care, you know. So you know, just do that. That's it for your personal reading. Let it go, because it just fell again. Let it go. Whatever you're holding on to, your mind, whoever it is that you're holding on to, let them go. Let it go. Okay, it is not worth it. It's not worth it at all. Especially if it's making you feel lower than you should be, you know. If it's not helping you grow, if it's not helping you more than it's hurting you, then let it go. All right. Now I'm gonna jump into your love reading. All right, let's see what we got for your love reading. Don't rush things, because I feel like you may try to rush something. Try not to rush something. Take the time to actually like wait things out. We got Princess Cups. Yeah, Princess Cups. Ooh, Prince Cups. Nine Wands. Queen Swords. Castle. It's time for healing, not war. Lighthouse. Don't doubt your word. Feast, slow down and celebrate yourself. Okay, now with the Princess Cup, right? I'm getting like you may want to invest your emotion. You may want to give yourself to somebody, or you may want to give something to somebody. Give your cup to somebody. Invest in somebody. You know, and you may be looking up to trying to find them. But then again, you know, the person that is for you is you know, like it's like they're around but you don't know. It's that type of energy. It's like the person that is for you is around but y'all don't know. Like, you know, you haven't fully met yet. It's like something, if you're a woman, you know, your soulmate, the person that is right for you, may be coming towards you, but it's something blocking them. It's something that's not helping them, you know, like it's something that's not, you know, that it's like in the way. Something is in the way from of them reaching you fully the way that they need to. So you may be standing here waiting for them, you know, and it may be somebody you already know, you already talk, you already, you know, they already know how you feel, you know, like it's like something is blocking them from coming towards you. Something is in the way, you know, from them coming to find you and investing in you so you guys can give each other cut, you know. Either way, it can either be the person, you know, you waiting on the person, or you being that person going towards that, but something is blocking you, something is stopping you from doing that, you know. I'm also getting and it can be a man too. You can be a man, it doesn't matter. Like this is just like an archetype, and it represents the person, right? The person that is waiting, you know, and this is the person that is coming, you know. Oh, this is, you know, it can be you can be this card, or they can be this, or they can be this card. Either way, you know. But the person that is coming towards you, something is in the way. They're not able to fully have access to you, or fully, you know, or come to you the way that they need to come to you, you know. And you both are emotionally, like, you guys love each other, you know. It's like you guys are right there. It's like you guys are, y'all, it's so close but yet so far, you know, so far but yet so close, you know, like, but you guys are deep in your emotion. You guys may love each other, you know, a lot, or may care about each other a lot. You guys are thinking about each other a lot. You guys feel some type of about each other a lot. But the person that is coming to you, you know, whether this be you or not, you know, it's something blocking them. They're not able to fully reach you, you know, the way that they need to. Maybe some of them are in the army, or they live far away, or they actually live around, but it's like they're not willing, it's like they care, they want to invest, but they're not ready to fully invest. Either way, it's like slowly but surely they're coming towards you energetically or even physically, but you know, something is blocking them, you know. Either is an aspect of them that's blocking them, or somebody else in their life is blocking them, or something in their life is blocking them from reaching you fully. And for some of you guys, it may be because you have a lot of options. You may have a lot of people interested in you. You may have a lot of people that want to experience you or experience with you. You know, and some of them, it's like you may have a lot of options, but it's that one person that has your attention. It's that one person you constantly think about, and it's this person right here. And it can be the other person too. The other person, you know, that you're waiting on, they may have a lot of options, you know, but even though they have a lot of options, you know, they may be like paying attention to you. You may be the main focus, you know, but it's like they also like don't want to feel, it's like they either in the process of letting go of all the hoes. They may have hoes or bitches or niggas, however, right? They're trying to let them go, like slowly but surely they're gonna let go, remove themselves from their space, you know. They have to let go of them so they can fully come to you, so they can fully manifest you, you know. Or it's like, how do I even say this? Or it's like they may enjoy that lifestyle, you know. They may enjoy like the attention that people give them, you know, and that's why it's like they have one foot in, one foot out. Or it's like they want something serious, but then it's like, I don't know, like, you know, maybe something that happened in the past life that, and it's the case for a lot of us, you know. We allow certain past experiences to stop us from experiencing love because we are afraid of things not working out. We're afraid of certain things repeating, you know. And you may, you know, you don't want to settle for less, you know. You always want to, you know, like, you have options, you know. And I want to say this too, like, you know, we have to know as individual, we all have options. We have options. We have choices. We have types. We have a type, okay? And just because one person is not interested in you doesn't mean that you are any lesser than, or you are, you know, your value decrease because of that. No, like, whether you get rejected or not, it shouldn't change your value. It shouldn't change how you feel about yourself. It shouldn't change how you see yourself, you know, or what you want for yourself, you know. So, you know, I don't know who needs to hear it, but like, start to look at you know how they say rejection is God protection. Start to look at things that way. Whether it's somebody, whether it's a thing that we're going out the way you want, whether it's you not getting the job that you want, you know, whatever it is, rejection is God protection. That means whatever it is that you weren't able to have access to is not for you, and it's something greater and better out there for you. And you shouldn't let that disappointment or that rejection stop you from you actually, you know, attracting people that are for you, you know, because like, it's life. Like, I don't know however else to explain this, but it's life, man. Like, and it's not to say just because, you know, it's plenty of fishes in the sea because there's so many options out there that now you have to just, like, you know, start playing around with people's feelings and people's lives and emotion and shit like that. Know what you want first. Know what you're looking for in a person and go for that. And don't get, and I say this all the time, know what you want, man. Don't go into somebody's space, you know, who wants something good, who wants something solid, you know, and you just want to hold around. You just want to, you know, take advantage of them, right? And you use them, and you using them. Don't go around people that want something serious. You using them, and you know, like that ain't right. That's not right at all. Like, and I'm not telling you what to do, or I'm not telling whoever what to do or whatever, but don't be doing that, you know. Like, let people be, you know. Allow people, don't just be selfish with your desires and your shits, you know. Just because you want something from somebody doesn't mean that, okay, you have to lie to them or act a certain way or play around just so you can get what you want, you know. When you damn know, when you know that you don't want something serious, or you don't want what they want, you know, or you're not sure about what you want, to be honest, you know. So be honest with yourself as far as what you want, and, you know, let that be known to the other person. And if they're willing to do that, jump into that, then good. If they're not, then let them go, you know. It's so many options out there, you know. So I just need to put that out there. And also, rejection is God protection. Your value is your value alone. How you feel about yourself, how you see yourself, you know, is that alone, you know. So whether somebody accept you or somebody reject you, it shouldn't change that. Okay, it shouldn't make you lesser than the person. Just because I see value in myself and I want the best of the best, right, doesn't mean that just because I may reject you, or let's say it's vice versa. Somebody may want the best of the best, and they might get to know me or whatever, and they don't like what they like, you know, and they let me know, okay, yeah, this is not gonna work out. That shouldn't make me feel lesser than who I am, you know, lesser than what I have to offer, you know, because I know it's something great for me out there, and it's something great for them out there, you know. It's just all about respecting each other and respecting each other's boundaries, respecting each other's needs and wants, you know, as human beings. Like that, like it's one thing that a lot of people, I realize, lack is just the respect for one another choices, you know. Like, we may feel the need just because somebody, you know, doesn't want something, we'll feel the need to disrespect them or look at them. Oh, well, you don't want to handle me, now you a bitch, you a that, you a da. Or somebody break up with you, now you become the bad person, you know. Now you know, like, it's like all those unnecessary things is like, we don't need to have that. You know, we don't need to have that. It's so many things that's going on in the world, you know, that, you know, affects us already, and some of us may be aware of it or not, you know, on a spiritual level and a physical level, that if we have each other and we put each other down and we mistreat each other and stuff like that, how is that making things any better, you know? But at the end of the day, it's different type of people out there with different ways to handle the problems and the situation, different way to go about it. But you know, as long as you're trying the best that you can, it's all that matters. You know, be aware of your action, be aware of your reaction, be aware of how you treat other people, you know, be aware of how you're feeling and the thing you project onto others, you know, because you are no better than anybody and you are no lesser than anybody. You are who you are. You have your good side and your bad side, just like somebody has the good side and the bad side. And something that may be good for you may be bad for somebody else. Something that may be bad for somebody may be good for you. So you knowing who you are, knowing what you want, will always put you in a better space, you know, so you don't have to keep bringing your baggage and your bullshit into somebody else's space and affecting them. And you know, now that everything is affecting and things happen the way they happen, now you wonder why, or you start to point the finger and blame others. No, we all have choices, you know. We all have, even though like some of us don't actually think before we make a choice, we just act, you know, when it comes to certain things, and then we forget about the action we took and the choice we made and start to blame the other person for things happening the way they happen. It takes two people to create a situation. It takes two energy coming together to create one thing, you know. So it takes two people acting a certain way, whether it's the same or differently, to create a certain outcome, you know. So know how you act, how you react to things, and know how you should go about things better the next time, so you don't repeat the same things, you know. So whoever needed to hear that. But as far as this reading, you know, whoever is for you is being blocked. If you for somebody, you're going to somebody, something is blocking y'all, and it may be because some of you guys have a lot of options. You may need to let go of those options, you know. Actually see if the person you want to invest in, somebody you actually want to invest in. Don't make them wait too long, you know. Just because somebody somebody tells you they care about you or whatever, and now you're like, they're out there waiting for you, but you're not putting in the doing the next sacrifice you need to do in order for you to meet them where they at, and they're just over there waiting for you where you at, while you're out here having fun, you know, or you're letting somebody know you want something, right? And they're over here thinking that that's what you into, but you're out there doing something else, you know. Like, so be honest about what you want, you know. And if you want to, you know, have fun and talk to multiple people, do that, you know. If you want to be in serious, you should actually put in the effort to make that happen. But either way, know what you want and let it be known, you know. That's the most important thing, communicating it. I don't know, like, a lot of people like to live in a lie, but I don't think that's the best way to go about things, because it's like, you know, you keep living a lie, you allow somebody to see one thing when it's another, and slowly but surely whatever you're hiding within is going to transmute energetically out, you know, and start to affect certain things in your environment. Slowly but surely that person that you're lying to or whatever it is their senses are gonna pick up, and whether they don't know exactly what it is, but something is gonna happen to where, as though either they create a situation and they remove themselves from your life, or whatever it is, because you weren't honest, you know. So honesty is key. It doesn't matter how it come up, doesn't matter what other people think. Always think of being honest and being truthful to yourself and to others, you know. It's okay to lie when it comes to certain things, but unnecessary lies, or lies that are going to have a big effect in the future, you know, doesn't need to be that way, you know. So with this, like, again, like, you may have a lot of option. You may need to look who you want, what you want, and, you know, let some people go and invest in however, you know what you want. Okay. And then with the Queen of Swords, right? The Queen of Swords is changes is coming. You're being called to rise up. You're being called to actually, you know, like, stand up for yourself, protect your space, protect your energy, protect who you are, you know. Some of you guys may be dealing with an air sign or water sign when it comes to your love matter, you know. And it can be a Scorpio, a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Gemini, an Aquarius, and what's the other air sign? Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Okay. So you may be dealing with this archetype, or you may have these on in your chart, you know, however it resonates. But when it comes to this, you may feel protective over somebody, or somebody may feel protective over you. You may need to protect your foundation, to protect what you're building right now with somebody, you know. But changes are coming, heavy changes are coming, you know, and you being called to put down your sword. And, you know, like, just put down your sword. And in certain area, you need to put down yourself. Put down your sword. In another area, you may need to, like, protect yourself, you know, when it comes to something. Whatever that is, it's up to you, but it has to do with love matter. Again, and then we got castle. It's time for healing, not war. You know, something in your environment is going through some kind of change, you know, and you have to adapt to that change, you know. Try not to create any unnecessary arguments in your environment, you know. If things are not working out, just remove yourself. I feel it's always the best way to go about things, you know. Things are not going the way you want. For you to not make any more mistakes, you know, you need to remove yourself before things get worse, you know. If you can talk it out, if you can be cordial about, you know, the expression of how you feel, you need to remove yourself, you know. Also, it's time for you to heal your heart. You know, you may need to heal a certain part of you, you know. So yeah. And then we have don't doubt your work, lighthouse, you know. And somebody else, you know, is making you feel like you're not enough, probably, or you may feel like somebody is not enough. Either way, know that you are always enough. Everybody's always enough, okay, for somebody out there. Everybody is enough for somebody out there, okay. Always remember that, so that anytime you in any kind of relationship and somebody is making you feel not worth it, you know, feel like you're burdened, feel like you know, like you too much to deal with, you know, then remove yourself and know that you are still enough for somebody out there. You may need to change certain things about you, you know, that are hindering you, that are not helping you as much, but know that you are enough for somebody out there. And if the person you with, you know, energy is not able to bring that part of you out, you know, that loving part of you out, or bring more of the negative part of you out, then you don't need to be with that person, you know. Because you can be around somebody else and they bring the best out of you, and you be with somebody else and they bring the worst out of you. That lets you know that there's somebody out there for you, okay. And you are always enough for somebody out there. So don't doubt your worth because of somebody, you know, way of looking at you, or what other people think of you, you know, or what you got to offer, you know. Don't make yourself look, don't think of yourself any lesser than, you know, because of that. And then we have fifth, slow down and celebrate yourself. Some of you guys may be working a lot and you may need to take some time, you know, to just, you know, like, just take care of yourself, you know, take care of your mental, your emotional, your physical, however, you know, just enjoy, you know, the moment, just enjoy right now, you know. Somebody's influencing heavily on having some kind of experience, you know, when you gain alignment and knowledge about something, and it's like, it's heavy on the reflection. You need to reflect a lot, you know, regarding this situation, regarding this person, but you need to slow down, you know. Just don't overthink too much, don't overdo too much, just slow down, you know. Slow down. Think about if whatever you're doing is really necessary for you to do, you know. If the way you're looking at something is really necessary for you to look at it that way, or is it really that, you know. Because we may think one way, but we're missing out. We're missing something. It's like we may look at a situation a certain way, but we're not looking at something that's the key factor in order for us to have the bigger picture of something. So we assume and we go with our assumption, you know, or we think and feel the way we think, and we go with the way we feel and think about something without having the full, you know, feel of things, or the full understanding or overstanding of things, you know. So slow down, you know, and think deeply about this. Meditate, you know. And yeah, that's all I got for your love reading. I'm gonna jump into your business reading. All right. business reading. We got strength, death and rebirth, Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Six of Pentacles. All right. And Page of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Shmoney. My Birdman face. I don't know why I just did that, but oh, anyways, the Strength card, right? You're putting a lot of time into something, right? Or you may be dealing with a Leo. Maybe it's a Leo affecting your business life a lot. Or you may act in a Leo way, which has to do with like strength and being seen, being the center stage of something, being seen for something, intuitive, passionate, selfish a little, caring, understanding, knowledgeable. Either way, like you need to gain more strength, have more strength, you know, when it comes to doing something. Or whatever you're doing may require a lot of strength. And it can be mental, emotional, or physical. Either way, you need to gain the strength. You need the strength in order for things to work well. You're coming onto a lot of money is what I'm getting, you know. But like you need to like not communicate something a lot, you know. Focus more on the action more than the communication is what I'm getting. Allow love to guide you, to be your guiding force, you know. Start taking things a little more seriously. Also, put your passion into whatever you're doing so you can achieve greater result. Because when you do something and you act like you don't want to do it, it has a different outcome, you know, than when you actually put your passion into it. Okay. But you need to put a lot of time into developing this skill of putting in the action and gaining more, having more strength, you know, not communicating certain things a lot, and allowing love to be your guiding force, you know. Be more passionate about what you're doing. And then we have 13, 1 representing individual and 3 representing environment. And altogether that's 4, which represent thoughts. So you need to think more about your individuality in your environment. Are you being an individual in your environment? Is your environment allowing you to be an individual? Is your environment allowing you to express yourself fully the way you need to express yourself? Is your environment supportive of your dream and aspiration? You know, is your environment allowing you to fully attract that which is for you and have more positive experiences when it comes to what you're trying to work on? Is it supportive? You know, is it allowing you to fully putting in the work without not much interruption, not much negativity, you know, and allowing you to, you know, like work on whatever it is that you want to work on, you know? Is it helping you? You know, ask yourself that, you know, think about that. If not, you need to bring death. You need to release. You need to remove yourself from that environment, because it may not be helping you. If it is, you need to be more grateful about being where you at, you know, and just allow things to unfold. Just putting in focusing more on, you know, your project and, you know, working on it and creating the life that you want from it, you know. What do you want to gain from the business you're starting? What do you want to gain from your work, you know? Allow that to be your driving force too, you know, the outcome that you want with your business. You know, it's like, if I want my business to help me take care of my family back home, you know, allow that you wanting to take care of your family back home to be the driving force, and you putting in the work you need to put in order for you to make your business work, you know. And it can be different for you. Anything that, you know, anything that it is for you, basically. You may need to pay attention to your dreams, and where you see yourself. You may see yourself somewhere that you're not, you know. You may have dreams about somewhere you want to be, but you can't be there. You may be communicating a lot. You may be too focused on communicating something, but you need to be more focused on the things going on around you, because you may be talking too much about something and you're not paying attention to your surrounding a lot. You know, it's like you may be blinded in a way. You see your environment one way, but it's actually another way. You may see your environment, you know, doing one thing for you, but it's doing something else too. You may not be paying attention to, you know. You may have like a shadow lurking around you. You may have a dark shadow lurking around you. You may need to cleanse your space more, you know, cleanse your energy, your aura more, because you don't want things to get too blurry. You don't want things to derail you too much from what is actually meant for you to have. So yeah, you may need to bring death to something, you know, let go of something, whether it's a bad habit or if it's somebody or a thing, you know. Whatever it is, you may need to let go of it or take a pause from it for a while in order for you to rebuild your body. No, that's coming to me now. Rebuild a part of you that needs to be built, and that part of you is a necessary part that needs to be there in order for you to experience more success in whatever it is that you're doing, you know. And then with the Ace of Pentacles, you know, you're working on something that is growing. It's starting to grow. It's starting to flourish, you know. And you need to have more care for it. You need to care more about it, you know, putting a lot of your more time into it, you know. You need to hold it more, whatever it is. It may be something that you're doing with your hand, you know. You may be an artist, you know. You may be a creator, which is the same thing, but you know, whatever you're working on is starting to grow slowly but surely, and it's gonna allow you to bring more abundance, you know, to have more abundance, you know. Also, you may need to travel. You may need to communicate, you know, when it comes to your business. Your business maybe has to do with you communicating to people, talking to people, helping people, you know, or you traveling around. You're going places, you're going one place to another, you know. You're dropping things, you're taking things, but you want to build a foundation for yourself, and you're working on that right now. And then with the Six of Pentacles, 6 representing center stage, center of attention, 2 energy coming together to create 1. But here it's like you in the space of giving and receiving, or you may need in this space of giving. Give because you want to give. Don't give because you expect something in return. Okay, know what your intentions are in everything that you do. Okay, it's really gonna help you in like knowing what exactly is that you're attracting, because you may be doing one thing for somebody, but you want something in return, and it doesn't go the way that you want, and then you wonder why it's that way. It's because your intention, you weren't honest with yourself. You were acting a certain way, but putting it out as though it was something else. So start to pay attention to your action and reaction to things, and know your intention, you know, when doing something, you know. Or somebody may be doing something for you constantly in order for them to lure you in, you know, and like, you know, use that as something to hold you, you know. Like, it's one thing for somebody to do something for you and you being grateful about it, you know, whether you give something back or you actually grateful about it, like genuinely grateful about it. And then like, you know, them doing something, right? And you know, now you feel the need not to check them out or not to participate in certain things just because they do something for you. And you know, what was I trying to say? Like, it's like it's just different. Like, somebody may be doing that, right? Somebody may be helping you, right? Just for the sake of like you not calling them on the bullshit, you know, just you seeing them a certain way, you know, that they may not be, you know. And just for them to use that against you, you know. And somebody else may be doing something for you, right? Just because they want to do it. So even if they do something wrong and you call them out on it, they won't feel the necessary need to use that against you. To use, oh, well, well, you talking to me this way with everything that I did for you? Or why are you telling me this with everything that I did for you? Now you have to ask yourself, well, did they do that because they wanted to do that, or did they do that just because they didn't want me to, like, you know, like if something were to happen, you know, now they can use that against me, you know, so that I won't have to call them out or something, or I won't, you know, like just for it's like a psychological subconscious thing that, you know, a lot of people do, you know, and they may feel like, oh well, no, I'm just doing this to help you, but on a subconscious level they're doing it just because they want you to look at them a certain way, or for you to do something for them, you know, having expectation in a way, you know. So be more aware of other people actions, and you know, your actions too, because you unless you're really intuitive, you know, you will pick up on people intentions, you know. If you're not, it can be hard for you to pick up on people intention, and you may be gullible, or you may be allowing certain things to take place that don't need to take place, you know. So be more aware, okay. Also know who to give to and know who not to. Learn how to save, you know, learn how to invest in certain things that needs to be invested on, and not invest in things that don't need to be invested on. You know, so you may be this type of person too, that like you like to give to people just for their admiration and people liking you, you know. Or you may like to give to people because you like to give to people. Either way, you truly know deep down in your heart why you do the things that you do. So be honest to yourself about what you do, you know. So yeah, you may be the center stage. You may be somebody may look at you as somebody that's giving, that cares a lot about people, that's always willing to give. But one thing that you're not looking at is, even though you like to give, but to give to others, are you giving to yourself? Do you feel guilty giving to yourself the best, you know, what is good, you know? But constantly giving what is best and good to somebody else, then there's a problem there, you know. So just like if you're too selfish and you don't like to give at all, you know, there's a problem there too. You know, you just need to know which polar shift you want. You always want to be balanced when it comes to certain things, you know. Don't fall too short, and it's inevitable. We're always gonna go whoop the negative, the positive, you know, like, but we have to learn how to try to balance things out in order for us to have a, you know, like, better experience when it comes to certain things, you know. So yeah, that's what I got with that card. Like, you may know who you invest in, know what you not invest in, you know how to save your money, know how to not just invest in shit that are unnecessary, you know, and you'll be straight. And then the Page of Pentacles, you may need to remove yourself from society or from a certain environment, you know, in order for you to focus on your grind, focus on making that money. That's your money, man. Like, you may need to travel, you know, you may need to, like, you know, let go of something in order for you again, let go of that space, you know. I'm getting more like the environment. Separate yourself from the environment that you in, or that you was, or whatever, or the space that you were, you know. Stop talking too much, you know, and start putting in the work, you know, so you can start making and generating income, you know, because you have that. It's in your aura, it's in your space. Like, you have the possibility of making money, you know, but you need to let go of something. You need to do something different. You're not doing something different and you still where you at, you know. So be aware of yourself more, know your intention, you know what you want, and, you know, act accordingly, gain more strength, you know, and you'll be straight. So that's that for your business reading. Thank you for coming into my space and allowing me to bring forth this message to you. I hope you gain, and until next time, you stay at peace and balance always. Bye bye.